Mulliken here at the Gathering. I'm with Isaac Smith, the District Superintendent of the Northwest District of the Wesleyan Church. You and your son are doing a seminar here at the Gathering called We Collaborate and How to Create a Culture of Change. So for the people who aren't able to be here and be a part of that seminar, what's that going to be about?
Well, part of this seminar is about crossing generational lines. Also, one entity helping another entity. In this case, it is two first chair leaders who are partnering together, collaborating together, learning from each other, exploring new ideas, and also allowing our unique strengths and weaknesses to come through. So in other words, I may do some things in his district that because I'm an old geezer with whatever can do. He may do some things in my district that because he's a younger, fresher guy, he can do uniquely. And so we're just allowing each other's strengths to come through. We're also sharpening each other. We work through a lot of decisions together. We work through a lot of recruiting together. We share resources together to say, how do we need to deploy this? So that's basically about collaborating. Obviously, we'll get into a lot more details than that.
Yeah. Now, like I said, you're with the Northwest District. Your son is with the Mountain Plains District. What states or areas are in those districts?
Pretty much everything. In the Northwest District, we have 9 states: North, South Dakota, Wyoming, Montana, Utah, Idaho, Washington, Oregon, and Alaska.
Yeah.
My son has Nebraska, Colorado, New Mexico, Texas, and Louisiana now.
Wow.
So we take a huge swath of country through there, a lot of real estate. And that's challenging. As you know, we just merged with what was the Northwest District, Washington, Oregon, Idaho, about a year and a half ago.
Yeah.
And we are, one of the reasons for that merger, the main reason is so that we could take a very healthy culture that we had in the Dakota District and overlay it to some very good people and very good churches with big populations in Washington, Oregon, and Idaho. And I'm ecstatic about how that's doing. People have been open and accepting, and we're already seeing those churches grow. We're seeing some churches replanted and have church plants getting ready to kick off there. And we're just very, very happy that God's been able to help us transfer and translate culture, and I think it's really sticking.
It's exciting for me because you did the family camp in South Carolina. You speak at family camps all over the country. But to hear the stories of what God was doing in the Dakota District with the Native Americans, it's an exciting thing. But let me ask you a personal question. How's it feel to be a DS, and then your son gets elected a DS? And not just that, but you're there, and you guys are doing something that's never been done before, this collaboration, no pun intended. But personally, what's that feel like for you?
Bottom line is awesome. Now, part of me is a DS. When my son left, I lost one of my best pastors. Okay, and he'd been a turnaround guru. We sent him to 2 of our worst churches that are now 2 of our best churches.
Wow.
And so to lose the skill and the competency that he had, that was a loss. And he took my grandkids a few hundred miles away. That wasn't happy. But enormously proud as well. And that was the right move, the right decision. And I just think he's a phenomenal DS. I know I'm a little biased, but he helps me be a better DS to see things through his eyes. And I'm happy and proud about that. And you know how it is. The whole difference, part of being a DS is you no longer add much of anything. But you can multiply. And so watching him do that, to see that multiplication occur through his life, just fills me with enormous joy and pride. I hope a holy pride.
Well, we are, as a denomination, keeping our eyes out on the western part of our country and what you guys are doing. He's Isaac Smith. The seminar is We Collaborate. So many resources from the Gathering are going to be posted online. If you go to wesleyanevents.com, that's going to take you to all of those. So if you weren't able to be here at the Gathering, you can catch interviews like this, the main rallies, and many of the seminars. But we thank you for watching, and I'm Heath Mulliken, and we'll talk to you soon.